Three chairs turned, but not everyone agreed why. Some people said it was flawless. Others said, was that even falsetto? And then came the real debate. Who should he pick? Before we break it all down, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the most talked about moments on The Voice. Because wait until you hear why some fans think this Mississippi singer might actually win the whole season. Let's talk about Mike Steele. From the very first notes of Giveon's For Tonight, people were hooked. Many viewers said they knew immediately this was different. One person described it perfectly. The first three notes hit like a bam moment. No warm-up, no easing in, just instant presence. And that tone. So many people focused on his tone. Words like smooth, silky, velvet, and even butter kept coming up. Someone joked that his voice sounded like caramel sauce poured over ice cream. That's the kind of imagery you only use when a voice really does something to you. And one viewer said it felt like he wasn't even trying, that the voice just flowed naturally. And honestly, that might be what impressed people the most. Control without strain. Now here's where things got interesting. Some people were blown away by the way he shifted between registers, moving from tenor to baritone to falsetto in one audition. That moment when he floated up into the higher notes? That's when at least one coach turned instantly, but not everyone agreed. A few viewers pushed back and said they didn't hear much falsetto at all. That sparked a mini vocal technique debate in the audience. Was it true falsetto? Was it just a light mix? Was it simply strong upper register control? What most people did agree on, though, was this. Whether you call it falsetto or not, the note landed. It was controlled. It was emotional. And it got a chair to turn. And at the end of the day, that's what matters in a blind audition. Another big question floating around. Why only 3 chairs? Some viewers even said he deserved 5 turns if that were possible. Others felt it was obvious. This was a clear triple turn performance from start to finish. And that leads to the next big conversation. Once those chairs turned, the comment section turned into strategy mode. Some people were rooting hard for Kelly. They loved her advice, especially when she encouraged him not to limit himself and to explore every part of his voice. Many felt that was intelligent coaching. Others were convinced he'd go with John. A few even predicted it confidently, like it was the most obvious choice in the world. And then there were the playful debates. People joking about which coach he'd pick. Some viewers said they didn't even know who they would choose because all 3 coaches are fan favorites this season. That's actually a good problem to have. When the coaches are strong and the artist is strong, the decision feels huge. And yes, a lot of people were frustrated that the preview cut off before revealing the choice. Viewers said they felt emotionally invested, only for the video to end right when it got good. But others reminded them, that's the point of a sneak peek. It builds suspense, and clearly, it worked. For Tonight isn't an easy song. Giveon's style is very distinct, deep, textured, emotional. If you sing it, comparisons are inevitable, and comparisons absolutely happen. Some said he sounded almost exactly like Giveon, in a good way. Others appreciated that while the influence was there, he still made it his own. A few even admitted they thought it was another song when the intro started. That's how recognizable that musical style is. But what stood out most? People felt the emotion. One viewer said they actually cried. Another said they had chills. Someone else said they'd had the original song on repeat all week. But this version still worked. That's not easy to pull off. Not all feedback was just hype. Some listeners noticed moments where his tone had a slightly nasal texture in certain phrases. But even those critiques were balanced with praise for his control and how beautifully he ended phrases. That's important. It shows people weren't just reacting emotionally, they were actually listening closely. And even with technical notes, the overall sentiment remained positive. In fact, several viewers called it one of the best performances of the season so far. That's a big statement. There was also a strong sense of hometown pride. Fans from Mississippi were celebrating hard, saying the state was showing out, supporting him as a talented, educated young man representing his roots on a national stage. And then there was the family moment. People noticed his family, called them beautiful. You could feel that this wasn't just about a voice. It was about a story, a support system, a moment. That emotional layer always hits differently on The Voice. Yes, people even noticed the outfit. Some were confused at first. Was it the lighting? Was one side brown and the other black? Turns out it was intentional. And a lot of viewers ended up thinking it looked cool. When the performance is strong, people start noticing everything. Here's the biggest takeaway. A lot of viewers believe he's not just good, they think he could go far, maybe even win. Some flat out said, he can win. Others said he's their favorite so far this season. And a few boldly declared, he won. That kind of early confidence from viewers, that matters. It means the performance didn't just impress, it stuck. Was it flawless? Maybe not for everyone. Was it memorable? Absolutely. Mike Steele walked onto that stage with a rich baritone, emotional control, and just enough vocal agility to spark debate. He got 3 chairs to turn. He sparked conversations about technique. He triggered coach debates. He even caused frustration over sneak peek editing. That's impact. Now the real question is, can he build on this momentum? What do you think? Did he deserve a 4-chair turn? And which coach would you have picked? Drop your thoughts below. Let's talk about it.